Hi guys, welcome back to the Codefreak channel. Freak out as you code. So yeah, I'm improvising on that as we go ahead in lectures. Okay. So today we'll be learning more about forms. So registration forms. So when you go to a website as such, you see a form where you have to type in your first name, last name, and then maybe an email ID, and then put some password, and then submit the form. So we will try to understand as to how the forms are made as such. So don't worry about the styling of the form as such now, because we will look into the styling later in the css tutorials which are there after this. So you can just follow the videos as they go along in the playlists, so you can actually you learn a lot from here. So let's go right ahead and make a new file here. So I'll just make a new file here, and then maybe I'll save it first. Yeah, I should save it first. So what will I call it? I'll call it form. Yeah, that should be good. Form. Don't forget to put .html here. So and then I'll save it, and then we will use the shortcut. Come on guys, guess what the shortcut is. I've already discussed in the previous lectures as such. So yeah, the shortcut is html and tab. So you get the full boilerplate as such here. So maybe I'll just put in a title registration form. Okay. So yeah, this actually it's a very good thing to put in a title for a sheet as such, so that you can see it on top. Now let's go to the body and try to learn some tags also as we go along. So I forgot to actually to tell you one of the tags which is really important. So first we will learn about that one particular tag which is important, and then we will go ahead and we will kind of look into the other tags. Okay. So now let's go right into it. So so the tag is a div tag. So it's kind of a separator kind of a tag. So whatever you write inside the div tag, it's like it's in one piece, all right. And it also has a break tag inside it. So when you see the output as such, you'll be able to understand more. So let me just press enter, and then we have to open a tag called form tag. So let me just open a form tag. So for now, actually there are attributes related to the form tag like post and all, which we will be learning later, because it is useful for backend as such, but I think not for front end. So we'll see that also later. So now this is the form tag which we have. So inside the form tag you can write all the code, and then towards the end you can put a submit button, so it will submit the whole tag. So so there is also a label tag, so it will label whatever you are kind of writing inside it. So say first name, so I want to first take in first name. Okay. And then there is also one more attribute which is important, so you can just call it for. So for is the attribute name, and I'll type in there again first name. So I'll keep it small letters only, first name. Okay, I'll just keep it like that. So so you want to take in the first name. So to take in the first name, there is a tag called the input tag. So I can just type input and then press tab. So you can see there you can see two attributes already which are mentioned for you. So one is the text type attribute, and one is the name attribute. So let's just type in something here. So type what type of the input is. So it's a text type of input, so I'll type text here, and then name. So name of the input that you're taking, so that is the first name, right? So I'll just put first name. So try to keep the name and the label kind of same, so that actually helps for you later. So now let me add in some more attributes. So when you see a text box as such where you have to type in some kind of a name or something, you have a predefined name, or it's called a placeholder, which shows you kind of examples of what has to be there. So let me just type in placeholder, and then maybe put in some name. So say Codefreak. Yeah, Codefreak. So I'll just put in that. So this is what will be shown in the beginning of the whole thing. And then since you have to, if you want this to be a compulsory input as such, so you can use the keyword called required. So you can just type in required, done. So now what you do is so this you'll get one input as such. So let's just go and look into what exactly it looks like. So I'll just go there and then try to find it. So it's in my desktop, YouTube. Yeah, perfect. So this is our form. So let me open that. So you can see that on our form, you can see that we have one first name and we have a placeholder for it, that's Codefreak. Yeah, that looks good. So yeah, let's go right into it. Go back there. Yeah, perfect. So actually inside this also we can use some div tags. So what I'll do is I'll first make a div tag. So and press enter. Then I'll just copy this and then I'll paste it inside this. Okay. Yeah. So that you get all of this on a kind of a same line. Actually I want the last name also, so again I'll copy this same thing again and then I'll leave some line there so that it looks good. Also our code should always be readable and should look good. So now let me just rename all these things to last name. So let's see how it looks like after we have finished changing it. Okay, so let me just change it everywhere. Give me a few seconds guys, I'm a little slow at typing. So we have a name, then a placeholder. What do you like to put? Or maybe just coder. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, coder. Yeah. And this also required. So you can just save it, and then maybe I've saved it. Let me just go to the Google and refresh it. Yeah. So you have first name and the last name. So say if you want the last name to come in the next line, what you can do, it's kind of very simple. So just put a div tag. It'll go to the next line. So let's do that. So I'll make a div tag and then I'll copy this, cut it actually, and make the code look good. Yeah, now let me save it, and then so this is what is the main use of div tag. So I've not told you about it before, but right now you can learn from it also. So it goes to the next line. All right, so let's get back to our code and try to finish our form. So what else do you think will be there in the form? So actually you will have an email address which you'll have to put in. So again I'll I'll try to put in an email here. So let me delete it and make an email. Okay, and then also type in email here, email address. So again I'll do that here also. Yeah, perfect. And then placeholder. Okay, here also we can change the type also to email. So we have quite a bit of number of types. So oh shit, my caps lock. Fine. Yeah, good. And then I think we can have coder at gmail. Yeah, gmail.com. So something like that. And then it's a required field, so yeah, you can check that. So now we have let's go back and check it out here. So as of now, let's see whether we can type in something here. So yeah, we can type in something here. So we can type in something here and we can type in something here. That looks good. So let's go ahead and look into the other options that we may face and we may need here. So so what are the other things that people may ask? So let's try out something like maybe yeah, password is another thing which we have forgot actually. So yeah, let's make a password here. So we use a label and then for, and then we have a input type of tag, input tag. So whatever you write inside the label as such is going to be seen outside. Okay, this is what is shown there before our input menu as such there. Okay, so don't forget that. So okay, I'll change this also to password. Oh, extra SS. So placeholder, I mean we don't need a placeholder for password, so I'll just remove this. Okay, and I'll keep that also as required. So now let's try to see how the password input type actually. Okay, yeah, I forgot to do this also. So yeah, you have to change the type also to password, then you will actually be able to see something here which looks nice actually. Yeah, let's see here, let's guess what happens. Oh, so you're seeing the text. So let's see what is the mistake that I've made. Oh sorry, yeah, let's see what's the mistake I've made here. Type is password, name is password. Everything looks fine. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a capital P. I don't know. No, it should not be. Okay, let's check it out again. Yeah, so it works fine. So I think there is some saving problem, so that's it. So don't worry at all. So it works properly, so you can see it this way. So you can type anything, it won't be like shown. Okay, now let's go back to our code and then maybe put in a submit button. Okay, before we put in a submit button, let me show you some more input types that are required. Okay, so now we'll put a button for ending this. So let me just put a label. So again, put a div tab. So put a label, and then yeah, I don't want to put any for there, so I'll put, actually we don't need a label. Yeah, so I'll put a button, so you can put a button tab, and then you can put submit. Oh shit, yeah, you can just put submit there. Okay, yeah, and then you have to put a type also here. Okay, so let's just put that also, type, and maybe something like submit. Let me save it, and then so now let's check it out. So we have submit button. So when you press submit, it shows, see, please fill out the field. So it's kind of really important when you put required there. So let me just try to put in something like, so let me try to put in something there. So coder, I'll put in there some arbitrary thing, and then here also I'll put in some arbitrary thing, and then here I'll put in some arbitrary thing. Let's check what happens. See, please include an @ in the email address. So it kind of recognizes many of the things, and then so yeah, just don't forget that. So yeah, see, you can see that on the top you can see after you have submitted, first name coder, last name, DFG, email. So yeah, it looks fine. Yeah, it looks good. I guess we have done some good amount of work here. So that's enough for today, guys. Subscribe to my channel, like the video if you like it, and then add a comment also. Bye bye.